Actresses who ruled the retro screen of the 80s with their talent, beauty, and charisma. Who was your favorite? 6. Heather Locklear. From California, Heather Locklear became one of the most recognizable faces on television during the golden age of primetime soaps. She shined on Dynasty, the show that defined glamour and family drama in the 80s, and also starred in T.J. Hooker alongside William Shatner. Barely in her 20s, her image filled countless magazines. Today, at 63 years old, she's still alive, remembered as the blonde queen of 80 Seconds TV drama. 5. Demi Moore. Born in Roswell, New Mexico, Demi Moore took her first steps in film in the early 80s and quickly drew attention with her magnetic presence. She starred in St. Elmo's Fire in 1985, a film that cemented her as part of the Brat Pack, the group of young actors who defined teen movies of the decade. In her early 20s, she rose to stardom, and by the end of the 80s, she was already on her way to becoming one of Hollywood's highest-paid actresses. Today, at 62 years old, she's still alive, active, and regarded as a star who transcended generations. 4. Kathleen Turner. From Springfield, Missouri, Kathleen Turner burst onto the screen with Body Heat in 1981. Instantly becoming one of the most talked about actresses of the decade. She cemented her fame with Romancing the Stone in 1984, and its sequel, The Jewel of the Nile in 1985, sharing the screen with Michael Douglas and Danny DeVito. She also lent her sultry voice to Jessica Rabbit in Who Framed Roger Rabbit in 1988, a role that became part of pop culture. Today, at 71 years old, she's still alive, remembered for that unique blend of sensuality and talent. 3. Michelle Pfeiffer. The California-born Michelle Pfeiffer became a household name with Scarface in 1983, playing Elvira Hancock, the unforgettable partner of Tony Montana. Later in the decade, she dazzled audiences again in The Witches of Eastwick in 1987 and Dangerous Liaisons in 1988, roles that earned her critical acclaim. At just 25, she was already considered one of Hollywood's most beautiful women, and today, at 67 years old, she's still alive, active, and a timeless symbol of retro cinema perfection. 2. Sigourney Weaver. Born in New York City, Sigourney Weaver forever changed female representation in film with her role as Ellen Ripley in Alien. It was Aliens in 1986, however, that cemented her as the most influential action heroine of the decade. She also starred in Ghostbusters in 1984, bringing elegance and strength to one of the most beloved comedies of the 80s. In her early 30s, she became a symbol of power and resilience. Today, at 75 years old, she's still alive and admired as a pioneer who paved the way for women in science fiction. 1. Meryl Streep. From New Jersey, Meryl Streep was without a doubt the most iconic actress of the 80s. She won her second Oscar in 1983 for Sophie's Choice, and went on to star in unforgettable films like Out of Africa in 1985. With just over 30 years of age, she had already secured her place among the greatest in film history. Today, at 76 years old, she's still alive, active, and widely regarded as the finest actress of her generation. Who's the most iconic for you, and which one marked your childhood?